At over 13,000 feet up on Mount White, prospector Dwayne Hall is back at his Blue Rose pocket to settle a score with the mountain. On their final day of their last trip, Dwayne's crew tunneled within arm's reach of a potential jackpot.
Yeah, buddy.
The next day, a massive rock slide filled in the hole they worked so hard to muck out.
That close. It's a plain old death trap, man. It's just got it wrote all over it. If we'd have been in there, it would have killed one of us.
Dwayne hasn't been able to get this pocket off his mind since he left the mountain 2 weeks ago.
I should have called this the cave-in claim. The main thing about mining, don't give up. Even if you don't know what to do, just dig. Go to the last place you found something, take a left, and start digging. Maybe we'll be getting lucky and there'll be a grandson pocket in there.
Yeah.
You feeling it? My grandson's with me this trip, his first trip up this year.
You ready?
No, you have no idea.
Mount White to me is home, because my money, my future, it's all depending on that mountain.
I think in 3 years, this will be all yours. Good luck with it, kid.
I think it's going to be a fun day of throwing heavy rocks.
Until Justin learns the ropes, Dwayne keeps him on the sidelines. To open the pocket, they have to dig out the 30 tons of rock and granite that caved in.
Just seems the more you move them, the more they get in your way, and you have to move them again. It's just endless battle of granite up here.
The granite doesn't stop moving, and the cliff is loaded with loose boulders called widowmakers. It's vital to bring down as many as possible.
See how easy that last one come down?
Yeah.
You gotta really watch out for that stuff, especially right here. Larry?
I know it's moving.
Yeah.
As they dig, they further destabilize the rock field.
It would be nice if we could just knock off that half of it that's sticking straight out.
Now they have to trigger their own cave-ins in order to avoid getting sucker punched by the mountain.
Oh, man, the whole bank's coming.
Yeah, baby. I like it when they move.
It's that one rock right down there holding it up. That one little rock, it's sitting on top of that big rock.
This one right here?
That one right there, that's what's holding the whole thing up.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Over in Lake George, it's the biggest week of the Doris' season. Time to blast.
Hey, Randy.
Hey, Joe, how are you doing this morning?
By golly, I'm good.
We're ready, finally.
I see you got the beast in here.
This year, Joe wants to dig much deeper and have his biggest blast to date. For that, he's bringing in the heavy equipment.
Let's roll.
This air track is strong enough to turn solid granite into powder, slamming the 600-pound drill bit into the rock over 40 times every second.
It's a rock eater.
Once the holes are dug, 600 pounds of ammonium explosive powder will be put inside. The air track is an expensive rental, about $300 per hour. And they've got 80 holes to dig in just one day.
We should be able to drill about 2.5 feet a minute.
Whether or not there's any pockets, who knows? That's a lot of money to be spending on a gamble, but we're going to go for it.
Joe's taking a big hit to the wallet for a good reason.
The area that we blasted last season
Fire in the hole.
did not look promising, but you got to keep in mind that that's where the world's best Amazonite and smoky quartz pocket was found. Monster pockets. We found 2 or 3 there. And so if there's a chance that another one's there, we're going to spend the money and the time to try to find it.
Last season at the Smoky Hawk ended in the red when the Dorises didn't find much after blasting. But Joe's hoping a third round does the trick.
Well, nuts.
The Doris' massive drilling operation has hit a major snag.
Drill's bound. In other words, it's stuck.
You're what, about 4 feet down?
I'm about 6 now. It won't go up, down, or turn. We've got about 26 holes drilled so far today. We've got at least 50 more to do. I'm going to head back to the shop and get a blow tube and some stuff to get unstuck.
Randy's headed in to get a little air hose. We'll run her down the hole and see if we can blow the dirt out of there. Yeah, just another glitch, and you hope you don't have too many because it costs money and time, and so unfortunately, till we get it unstuck, we're stuck.
In the Cripple Creek Mining District, Rich Fredert is once again ready to go underground in search of treasure.
Well, here we are in Cripple Creek again. We're going to go back in and hopefully go pull out some good specimens.
Several times over the past few weeks, Rich and his mining partner Jack McGee and Jack's sister Alicia have been chased out of the tunnel due to bad weather. The storms that came in from the west lowered the barometric pressure, which in turn lowered the oxygen levels, making the air harder to breathe.
There it is. There's the gas.
We could get trapped back there, so
We got to probably back on out of here. But we're way behind, so we really got to push it today.
This will be their last trip this season, and they have a lot on their agenda. Most importantly, to get deeper into the cave wall to extract as many of the large rare fluoride combination specimens as possible.
To be honest with you, I've never seen anything like this.
When Jack and Alicia discovered this specimen, they showed it to several experts in the area. No one had seen anything like it. For now, it remains a mystery.
You know, it's been frustrating for us. I want to see what's next. We got an area to work, and I'm really excited.
As they venture back, they must make sure the oxygen meter stays above 18.5.
Is it holding?
I think
20.1.
Yeah, walk real slow. Hey, look at this. What do I got? Uh-oh. No way. Oh, what is it? Dang.
Are you serious?
I got a whiskey bottle. Hey, look at this. What do I got? Uh-oh. No way. What is it? Dang.
Are you serious?
I got a whiskey bottle. I just pulled out a dang whiskey bottle right there.
In Cripple Creek's historic Buck Tunnel, gold ore isn't the only treasure to be found.
Yeah, still got a label on it.
Oh.
Let me see that thing. Don't mess with the label. That is really, really old.
For Rich Fredert and his mining partners, some finds can conjure up a long-forgotten history of the mine.
Think I made $3 grand today without going to work?
Some man-made relics are as valuable as the gems buried deep in the rock walls.
A whiskey bottle can be worth anywhere from just a couple of dollars all the way up to 10 grand.
Well, guys, good luck today. I'm going home. Hell, you are. Hey, oh, that's too cool. Another treasure from Cripple Creek. Oh, they finished that one off. They didn't even leave a drop in it.
With air quality in the mine the best it's been all week, Jack wants to take Rich to an area where he hopes to find new material.
Oh, look at that lagging. Holy cow. So in recent times, nobody's been down this. No.
But the place where Jack wants to go is over 100 feet straight down a shaft.
All right. The shaft is pretty creepy looking.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, I'll burn down there. As soon as I get to the bottom, I'll yell up.
To get to the bottom, Rich, Jack, and Alicia will descend down a decades-old narrow shaft that is dangerous for even the most skilled underground miners.
When Jack had first got a hold of me about all this, I really didn't know what to expect, except he was excited. You don't know until you explore. We don't know what's at the bottom, but we're hoping it goes into some old workings.
Clear. Okay, you're clear.
Clear? All right. Next. Most of all, new minerals. That's what we're looking for. If there's something down there, we want to go find it.
The ladders are old and untested, and so are the landings.
It is kind of weird because it is like we are going back in history and back in time, and we're connecting with the past in a sense, but we're living it today.
I want to go back there, man.
I do too.
No, nobody's been down here in a long time. All right. Look at all the fluoride.
Safely at the bottom, they immediately see signs of mineral deposits.
And it's got fluoride. Right there on the right, on the bottom. There's a loaded with fluorite in here.
While the cave is covered in fluorite, it doesn't have the unique structure and combination of minerals as they found in the Buck Tunnel pocket.
Hey, Rich.
Yeah.
I've been seeing this all over the mine. What is that blue stuff?
That's chalcantite. Chalcantite has copper in it. Usually when you find that, pretty strong, there's a vein above it because it's leaching down and forming chalcantite. Look how loaded with metal that is.
They're finding veins rich with different types of metal. Many decades ago, miners probably dug this tunnel for that very reason, to chase veins containing gold and copper.
I see your little vein you're talking
That's
about.
what they were probably chasing. Wow, that's cool.
What'd you find?
That's a stalactite.
Look at that thing.
Kryptonite crystal.
Rich's kryptonite crystal is actually a stalactite made of the calcium-based mineral selenite.
Yeah, I'll bring that up.
Cool.
While what they found is interesting, it's not what they originally came for. It's time to go back up and get back on track. "13,000 feet up on Mount White."
Knock that little one out of the way.
Dwayne's right-hand man, Larry, sets off a preemptive landslide. The massive formation of granite is hanging on a tiny keystone.
That was fun.
Not to mention that is guaranteed virgin ground. What do the rocks tell us? That's the next question. Hey, Justin, come here. I want you to see this. Look at these air bubbles, Justin. That's what I call the Swiss cheese. See them air bubbles?
For 15-year-old Justin, every trip to the Blue Rose Claim is another opportunity for him to learn at the Duane College of Mining.
When you start finding air bubbles in the rock, that means there's a lot of gas was present. That's a big thing to look for.
Next, Duane introduces Justin to his popular class, Screening Dirt 101.
Throw the big rocks out, so that way they won't be smashing around anything that might be in there.
It's important for Duane to teach Justin exactly what to look for at this elevation, especially since this will one day be his claim.
Hey! That. Damn. Man, that's got to be a good 4 carats right there. At least 20 a carat.
Nice little aqua. Be great on a necklace, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. I'm assuming you got somebody in mind already?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I figured. We'll talk about that some other time.
All right.
That's the best one that's come out so far. I think now we can for sure call it the grandson pocket. I told him I'd do my best to find him a pocket while we were up here. Yeah, we did.
No sooner do they get to work in the grandson pocket before the mountain is fixing to wipe it out again.
Man, I'm really tired of this.
Every time we start getting into aquas, everything falls down again.
With the threat of a rock slide overhead, Duane takes some low-tech safety precautions.
And let's get you at least a rope on you.
All right.
Here, this'll work.
Okay.
That's all you got. This is the first trip I can remember holding on to somebody ready to jerk them out at any minute notice.
Just tugging on Superman's cape.
Jerk him clean to his underwear. This is like all day long. This has been happening. Everything just fixing to come down no matter what we do.
Any movement up above?
Any movement at all.
Okay, guys. You're coming out. All right.
The men might take these risks, but Duane makes sure Justin is in a safe location.
Every once in a while I get movement, but that's because I'm tapping this rock right here. Ooh, look at that chunk of smoky.
More smokies?
More big smoky.
Big smokies.
Yes, sir.
That means it ain't stopping.
There you go. All right, little boy.
I got blue.
Yeah?
I got blue.
Do you?
It's a new day over at the Smoky Hawk Claim in Lake George, and the air track is finally up and running, but Randy, its operator, is nowhere to be found.
The plan was to drill this morning right away, and I'm waiting on my operator for drilling.
After the air track broke down and digging went slower than usual, they're falling behind. Joe needs every minute of this morning to try and catch up.
Come on, Randy, show up. Where are you?
Eventually, Joe's excavator operator, George Quist, gets through to Randy, and he comes up with a plan, albeit a risky one.
Randy's not going to be out today. I got the okay to run his machine here.
While George is an expert on the excavator, operating a hydraulic rock drill is going to be a first.
Never ran it, so it's going to take me a minute to figure out how to get her going and see what happens here.
It's an expensive risk. The machine is worth up to $100,000, and the Doris family will have to eat the cost of any damages. But at this point, Joe has no choice. He has to get it done.
Just say a prayer that nothing breaks down today, and then we can get all our holes drilled. It's going to take some luck.
George has figured out the hydraulic driller, and for the first time in a long time, everything falls into place.
Today was a great day, as it turned out. We finished drilling our holes.
And that means the next step is blasting.
We're blowing this thing. I'm ready to get that cap rock off and look at what we got underneath.
At the grandson pocket on Mount White.
I got blue.
Yeah?
I got blue.
Yeah?
I got good side blue.
That's Bam blue, buddy.
That's Bam?
Yeah.
Man, this has got to be no less than 15 karat. Look how blue it is. 20 a carat. That's got to be a $300 rock. Get another one. There ain't no way that one's by itself.
The overburden still threatens to cave in.
Oh, it's gonna collapse.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Let this settle a minute anyway.
And every handful of pocket dirt comes at the risk of being buried alive.
You got to kind of get used to living on the edge up here. I try to think about it as smart as I can. Sometimes I get a little over anxious, especially when the aqua's coming out. We got bigger blue.
We got bigger blue?
We got blue and bigger blue.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
I'm looking at 2 weeks of hard work finally paying off. How many cave-ins did we have before it finally paid off?
I lost count.
A mile back and 1,000 feet below ground at the Buck Tunnel outside of Cripple Creek, Colorado.
What's your meter?
20. Perfect.
Oh, good.
Rich, Jack, and Alicia have returned to the spot where they hope to dig out more of the unique fluorite specimens.
We've got to get back there to those big crystals today.
Yeah, we got the big ones in there.
These specimens are curiously arranged in stalactite bands. They're also a brand new discovery in Colorado. Rich and Jack have not been able to find an expert in the area who's seen anything like it.
The Buck Pocket, in my opinion, is a very, very rare find. Great, exceptional mineral specimens have come out of it. It's something that I'd never heard of or other people have heard of. We got good air in here. We better get it working before it starts dropping.
Last time, they were able to pull out small crystal specimens that were just within reach.
Oh, man.
Oh, we got a good one.
To get to the larger pieces further in the back,
Now, that looks pretty cool.
they must break up more of the solid rock that's blocking their way.
If we could get this one little hump out in that rock, then we'd be able to reach them with our hands. But we don't want to grab them with anything because they are kind of fragile.
We need to pop some rock out of there.
This one could be loud.
Once again, they decide to start by blasting.
All right, we got the first one going in. Okay, Jack, at your will.
Fire in the hole.
Hawk Claim in Lake George, Joe Doris finally gets to say these words.
We're blowing this thing today.
After weeks of frustrating machine and manpower delays, Randy Snare and his crew are preparing the blast zone, and fast.
We're still up against the clock today because we've got afternoon thunder showers are likely, and so we're moving like crazy.
First order of business is the wet and wild job of blowing out the 80 holes with compressed air so they can load them with explosives.
Yeah, if you didn't get your morning bath, you're sure to get one now.
Finally, the holes are ready to be loaded with Randy's cocktail.
About 650 pounds of powder.
That powder is ammonium nitrate, a nitrogen-based fertilizer sometimes used as a mining explosive, and there's a lot of it.
Fire in the hole.
Last year, 2 blasting attempts to break apart the hard rock floor of the Smoky Hawk failed.
If we have a repeat of last year where the lower part doesn't break, then I'm going to be pretty frustrated.
To increase their chances of breaking more of the rock, they're digging deeper than ever before, to 10 feet.
Now, you could zigzag to that one. Each hole is going to move 13.5 yards of solid granite.
It's an educated risk, so you can accidentally blow up a pocket.
If we guessed right, we got big pockets that are going to stare us in the eyes later on today. If not, at least I know there's nothing there.
The weather has held, and everyone is back at least 1,000 feet. And now it's up to Randy to light the fuse.
I'm ready.
This is where the rubber meets the road. This here's the dangerous part, ready for ignition. She's burning. Fire in the hole.
In the Cripple Creek Mining District, Rich Freddard and his mining partners are ready to blast.
Okay, Jack, at your will.
Fire in the hole.
There we go. That's what we wanted.
The blast was successful.
Good. Good job, Jack.
They had to have done something.
But they have to widen the area even more.
Well, let's see. Get some cracks going on those top ones again.
Where's the bar?
No. Hey, go ahead and hold that for him.
So if I miss, it's the hammer's fault.
Okay, it's
They're fighting against time. The air quality could change at any minute.
Slide out of there, Lisa.
At any time, the air can go quickly from good to deadly. If a storm front moves through, dropping the barometric pressure, the air circulation diminishes inside the cave. Oxygen levels drop and dangerous gases fill the space. They must constantly keep an eye on the oxygen levels throughout the day.
Wow. Look at it all. Look at all that.
Hopefully, they now have just enough space to get further back, where the unique fluorite and barite specimens lie.
It looks like you're about ready to grab into a treasure trove. We're going in. There's going to be a lot of goodies. Looking back into that pocket, oh gosh, probably 12 foot to go, maybe more, to get back into those crystals.
They've made good progress, creating room for Jack to work in.
Are you gonna try to grab that big one with your bare hand now?
Yeah. But he must still use all of his contortionist skills to get to the prize.
Come on, Jack, get it.
Oh, yeah.
no way. Yes, here comes the big one. Oh my goodness.
Be real careful.
Don't hit that. Okay, you made it.
Oh, that's
now
beautiful.
That's a beautiful one.
That's real nice. That's really good. I was myself surprised to see that first big one that Jack pulled out. I want the treasure. Oh, that's really nice, man. And that's 5-6 grand as it is for that one. Oh, man, I know that feeling. I've been there before where he's at. They're right there in your reach, and you got to give everything you got to right at your fingertips. Oh, I see the one he's after. Oh, my gosh.
Too close?
Yeah, it's freaking huge. Oh, it's within finger reach. He's got 2 fingers on it. Oh, yeah, the buck pocket, in my opinion, is a very, very rare find. He's almost got it. Great, exceptional mineral specimens have come out of it. The work at getting them, was very tough, but hey, that's just the way it goes to get, something of great value. Oh my gosh, he's got it.
Oh my gosh.
Back on Mount White, Dwayne Hall and his crew have found some nice aquamarines in a dangerous pocket. Dwayne feels they're just scratching the surface, but the deeper they go, the more deadly their situation becomes.
We're at the point now where even if the mountain just rumbles a little bit, we're gonna feel it. Oh, come out.
Unfortunately, the rocks are still restless.
We had a couple little cave-ins, now the whole thing's fixing to cave in again. If that happens, it's gonna take 2 or 3 days to get it out. I can't keep my grandson up here. I can't keep the crew down. So I really don't know what to do right now. I have to figure something out, and I got to figure it out quick.
Unsure of his next step, Dwayne calls a meeting with his crew.
I think the best thing to do, let's just go through the dirt, grab what aquas we can out of it, take the money and run.
I like that plan.
That sounds like a good one to me.
They decide to continue today only, and then not push the mountain anymore.
All right, let's pull some aqua out.
It's Larry's job to venture into the delicate pocket.
I don't want to get nobody killed either.
Show us something, man, before it all goes.
These guys are starting to grow on me. I'd like to keep them around another season. Oh, there's a bunch of mica coming out. I can see that from up in here.
Yep.
All that mica coming out in there, there's aqua up in there.
The crew pushes their luck for one more stash of pocket dirt.
Fill this bucket up.
I'm working on it.
This should be a killer bucket of dirt. Last bucket?
Bit of dirt.
Is that it?
That's it.
Last bit of dirt out of the hole?
Can't get any more unless a rock moves.
This should be good dirt here.
I got feldspar coming out.
Got feldspar coming out.
Ooh. Dude, I don't even have to touch it. Oh, man. I'm not even going to touch it. I'm not even going to touch it.
Roughly 1 billion joules of energy, which is enough energy to power one light bulb continuously for 6 months, or an entire house for over a week. At the Smoky Hawk claim in Lake George, the Doris family is about to set off a large detonation.
Hopefully we'll break into a couple pockets because of this.
Explosives expert Randy Snare is setting the fuse at 5 minutes, allowing him enough time to position himself at a safe distance.
She's burning. Fire in the hole. This is the moment of truth.
You know, the most positive expectation right now, we just want to lift it up and then kind of set it back down.
This is the exciting part. The oh my God, something big is about to happen.
You know, seeing rock fly through the air is always entertaining. What are we at?
3 minutes, 25 seconds.
Thank you.
It's a 5-minute fuse, right?
Yes.
Okay, 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
The blast goes off a full minute earlier than expected.
I didn't expect that. That caught me off guard.
That one caught me off guard.
In the blasting industry, there's never a dull moment.
They're all hopeful it worked this time.
I just hope it fractured the damn thing, man.
Did this not go, Randy?
At first appearance, it don't look like it did, but it picked it up and it heaved the whole thing.
This looks like it just got picked up and then dropped right back on top of itself, which we wanted. That smells like explosives. That one.
I think we did what we wanted to, Randy. I'm happier than heck that we got her to shoot. Look at how thick that is.
I'm thinking that we're going to get some pretty good stuff. I'm really hopeful we are.
That's why we did this, because if you're looking at this size of peg, Chris, there's a chance it could have a monster pocket in it. Never could have walked away from the Smoky Hawk without drilling and shooting one more time in this area. Because again, if there's a chance for another monster pocket, this is the best chance we got. I don't see anything green.
But Tim has stumbled onto something interesting.
Oh, check this pocket out. Right in the solid rock. A nice little pocket that was showing up. Just a fun little pocket. Nothing, you know, major. Little smoky along that fracture, which is pretty cool.
But now, the pressure is on to find something big. Because all of these delays have shortened the Doris's mining season.
We really just pretty much have to go see if we can get into a couple pockets before, I mean, we have like 10 days left.
We're optimistic that somewhere in all of this shattered rubble, we're going to get something.
That optimism and any digging is suddenly put on hold.
There's There's like a wall of rain that's coming our way.
Calling it for the day because this big thunderhead, which is growing on top of us, hasn't moved, and it is awfully dark, and there's lightning and thunder. We're going to wrap it up for the day.
Oh, I see the one he's after. Oh my gosh.
Too close?
Yeah, it's freaking huge.
Deep inside the Buck Tunnel, outside of Cripple Creek, Colorado.
Oh, come on. He's almost got it.
I'm just going to bring it all the way out.
All right, go ahead. Bring it out. The Buck Pocket, great exceptional mineral specimens have come out of it. It was a real privilege to get to come in here, mine that, get these treasures out.
Oh my gosh, he's got it. He got his hand on it.
And I think there's another.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
Oh, that's beautiful, dude. Now that's a nice one. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Can you believe how pretty they are when they come out? Oh, this cool.
That's cool.
They got what they came for. The large crystal specimen that eluded them the last time they mined.
It's beautiful.
The geology that's underground is pretty incredible because you get down here and you get to looking around, and you know, a lot of people don't know that all of this material was deposited here 35 million years ago through active volcano. You're still able to chase it.
That was a good day, man. Not only was it a big help to them to help get the stuff out, but it was a great thrill for me to experience underground again, all of the scenery of underground, but most of all, it was an adventure, a journey back into the past and the present.
Up in Golden, Colorado, Rich and Jack are on a mission. There's been controversy over the combination of elements that make up this specimen.
Experts in the field were saying it was one thing, some were saying something else.
Before they take the pieces to market, they need to know definitively all the components of the specimens, so they've brought it to be analyzed by some of the best in the world. Rich has a pretty good idea which elements make up the specimen, but there might be important information that can only be observed in a lab.
We believe it's fluorite, quartz, chalcedony quartz. I'm saying with barite after laumentite. The mystery was what these diamond hollow tubes are, what was inside of them at one time.
To determine the composition, Dr. Bruce Geller will run the samples through two different forms of observations. First, he analyzes the sample through a microscope.
These are nice little cubes, and then I see the little, we'll call them soda straws or whatever, and you're calling them laumentite, and you think that white crust is barite?
That's what we're thinking.
So. Yeah. Maybe barite. Well, I see a lot of fluorite. This is Cripple Creek, okay. We can't hit it definitively, but that's what x-rays are for.
Next, the samples are ground down to a powder and x-rayed to test their refraction.
The sample goes right on this spindle here.
This will give a complete picture as to what is there.
This is where the x-ray beam will come out. This is a tube.
Okay.
It gets excited by electrons. It then goes through a matching program in the software, and it helps you, first of all, identify which peaks are present. What it really means is what we ground up and presented to the x-ray machine was bits and pieces of quartz, fluorite, and barite. No laumentite. Okay. And it doesn't say what was in those long tubes that's now gone.
Now we know what it is. We have the little unknown, but that's okay. We've mined it out of a historic district. Not only that, we have it confirmed of what it is, and therefore, you know, a market value should be pretty good with this material.
At the Smoky Hawk claim in Lake George, Joe and Tim Doris are checking to see if yesterday's blasting has revealed any Amazonite pockets.
My hopes for today is to find a pretty decent pocket of any kind. I'm hoping the further we push up the hill in the deeper part of the rock that we'll get into a pretty good Amazonite pocket.
Oh, that's good color. Hold up.
That's green. That's a pocket.
Pull that out.
They've found a small Amazonite pocket.
Got a little one.
Little combo.
See, you never know.
What we did hit was one nice small Amazonite pocket, and they're all going to go together. So what we're going to end up with is a couple of nice groups of Amazonite.
Not that big of a pocket. In terms of a dynamite world-class pocket, we haven't found that this summer. That was a quick little pocket.
We're just disappointed that that wasn't the big pocket that we hoped was going to be back there. That now and $1 will get you a cup of coffee.
This is not the ending of the Smoky Hawk they were hoping for.
I know we didn't get the big pocket we wanted.
No, we're not producing, period.
The Doris family realizes that this site is fully played out.
Just wanted to get something going down here. Hate to do it, but
It's the end.
it's the end. All right. I've never had to put to bed a claim that has meant this much. 15 years of memories here with my family, and when I'm done mining up here, I got to take that road out. I can't put a campsite up there anymore and sit there and enjoy the view like I've done for 15 years. And I'll miss that part probably more than anything. This site's my home.
Up on the rim rocks of Mount White.
This should be good dirt here.
I hope so.
Dwayne and his crew defied cave-ins and widowmakers to salvage one last bucketful from the bottom of the Grandson pocket.
Dude, I don't even have to touch it. Oh, man. I'm not even going to touch it. I'm not even going to touch it.
Wow. Before he was even done dumping it out, I had already spotted 3 or 4 aquas.
Dude, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see another little chunk right here. Wow.
Never experienced anything like that up here in the mountain, and it was just incredible.
Oh, baby. Yeah, just keep holding your hands out.
Holy
I'm just going
cow,
to keep
man.
popping them in.
Slow down, man. Slow down. They're everywhere.
I'll slow down tomorrow.
Give me another bucket of that.
Look at that. There's another one.
They're everywhere. Look at that.
The whole season has just been touch and go. We've had cave-in after cave-in this trip.
Look at you shaking, Larry.
Look at that. All of a sudden, it just started paying off. It's just boom, boom, bam, bam. Aqua's everywhere. It's awful sweet.
Look at that. Look at that.
This is like the miracle bucket.
I'm amazed.
This is definitely the Grandson pocket here.
It's been a big haul for Dwayne and his crew, but ever the miner, Dwayne just cannot bring himself to leave.
Dwayne.
Huh?
I know, buddy.
You know how bad I don't want to leave this hole?
None of us want to leave this hole, Dwayne.
No, but you don't understand.
I do understand.
I do not want to leave the hole. It's one of the hardest things I ever do is leave a producing aqua hole. I don't want to go home.
Do we have to grab you by your belt and yank you out of there like it's coming down on you?
There is a distinct possibility of that.
All right. You ready, Larry?
Yeah, let's do it.
They kind of dragged me out of the hole. I guess you could say by the seat of my pants. Oh, look, wait. Look.
Yippee-ki-yay, look at that.
Got to be 4 carats there, maybe?
Just like Dwayne always says, I'll wait till the last minute, and he definitely did. We pushed it to the very end, and we're not walking away skunked. We got some blue in our pockets.
It's been a very challenging week for the guys, but they've come away with about 200 carats of aquamarine worth approximately $1,000. Not bad for a few days on Mount White.
Woohoo! Yeah! Go! What I'm talking about. Why does it always have to...
On Mount White, Dwayne Hall and his crew are headed back to the Around the Corner pocket one last time this season.
One last-ditch effort to see what is left in that hole.
I like last-ditch efforts.
This is my last trip to Mount White for the season, so I'm hoping this is it. It's getting cold up here. This is all going to freeze up in another week or two. I'm just running out of time. It's now or never. So we're back at the Around the Corner pocket where we started a couple of months ago. We have found some good-sized aqua out of here.
Last time they were here,
This is a triple bam, 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 bam.
They found 3 large segments of a large aquamarine piece. They now want to make sure that's all the pocket has to offer. Maybe because it's just a stone's throw from the famed blue rose pocket, the around-the-corner pocket has been a steady earner.
You know, this hole reminds me of a $20,000 racehorse paying for all the hay for all the $1 million racehorses that only race once a year. Around the corner pocket has always hit about every 4 feet. Pop, pop, pop. So we're basically going to try to go back to the last pocket, go 4 feet over, and try it again.
The first job is clearing the granite from the site. And who better to do that than Dwayne's right-hand man, Larry, nicknamed Superman.
All right, boys. And up.
Today, he shows invincibility by working barefoot on the unstable granite.
And up.
Today is go for broke. I don't want to quit, and I'm too stubborn and hard-headed.
And up.
Because the clock's ticking, we have to beat rocks up real fast.
I don't know. This is a big rock. Think I can pick this up? There's no telling.
High up in the clouds at 14,000 feet on Mount Antero, the Cardwells are returning to the north face to mine.
All right, so we're going to keep following this trend.
Coming along with the Cardwells digging crew today is Corey Moore, their jeweler from New York. He's here to see firsthand how the gems that end up in his store are found.
We're really wanting to showcase to the customer where these products are coming from.
He is a primary source for us for all of our fine jewelry settings. And what we're trying to do is paint the picture of where our material comes from and where it ends up at.
All right, Corey, last year's source of aquamarine came a little bit further up the ridge. On our way back to pick up from last year, we stumbled across a couple of really nice blue seams here. We're going to just go ahead and clean them.
Signs that they're headed in the right direction.
This is perfect. That's what we're looking for. Right now, we're into the barrel seam. Nice. It's just a great sign of where we're going.
The barrel they found could be a good indicator that aquamarine is nearby.
Back on it, baby. All right.
I'm very impressed. I'm very surprised and impressed that these guys are up here at 14,000 feet with modern machinery and they're getting after it.
With all signs pointing to a potential aqua pocket, Craig starts digging by hand.
We've picked back up on the top side of the blue. It's about a 1 carat aqua. But you can tell the guys back in New York, we're on top of it.
But as soon as they start finding signs of aqua, ominous clouds make their way in.
We got a front coming on the other side. We're getting ice.
On the peak of Mount Antero, storms rush in suddenly, and the lightning is fierce. There's no time for debate on whether to stay or go.
Lightning could spark up any time. Safety is first and foremost up here. So it looks like that's going to probably stamp us out for the day.
All right, let's get out of here, guys.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
With Corey coming up today, you know, it would have been great to hit a big pocket, but he did get to see some of the blue.
Let's get out of here. This weather's bad. I think this is it for the day.
Outside of Lake George, Rich Fredert is taking a very important meeting.
Good morning, Peter.
Good morning, Rick. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
I wanted to speak with you about some of the similarities with your Agnus Dei claim and some of the pegmatites I've studied in Ukraine in Volodar.
For the first time, he's talking with world-renowned geologist Peter Lickberg, who's taken quite an interest in the Agnus Dei claim. He believes it could be one of only 3 like it in the world.
Well, Rich, you know, you already found something. Those fantastic topaz, the quality and the quantity and the size nobody ever found in North America before.
I've been hitting a very good pocket. I've been really fortunate in that regard.
For the last few years at the Agnus Dei claim, Rich has pulled out some amazing and valuable topaz finds.
Oh, my gosh. Ooh. Oh. Gosh.
What first drew Peter's attention to the Agnus Dei claim is when he saw pictures of the topaz. He noticed something unusual about their structure that is similar with the topaz from the Ukraine and Finland mines. This prompted him to contact Rich.
Now, what's interesting, and looking at the topaz I've seen of yours from the Ukraine, they're so very similar. They look like they've been recrystallized.
Yes.
And this we haven't seen before in the Pikes Peak batholith.
Okay, so the topaz to the left there that I'm holding, it's very similar in color to the ones you found, you know, completely flawless.
Wow.
They also discovered that the way the pockets and pegmatites were formed are very much alike.
When this granite crystallized, there will be pegmatites of various types at different levels, and here is probably something like your with pockets carrying topaz.
Well, this is exactly what's happening. I am so very, very excited. I'm really stoked. From the descriptions of what Peter has shared with me to what I'm actually seeing in my own mind, what I've been digging, the similarities are just incredible.
The Ukrainian and Finland mines are decades old, so Peter can provide a solid glimpse into the future of what's in store for Rich.
I've really learned a lot from the comparisons. I kind of have an idea what to do next, just continue on.
Yes, I advise you completely to keep digging this pocket, but also to think for the future and look of similar deposit.
There's a lot more to explore there. From his description, Peter's description of the Ukraine deposit, there could be other big pockets not far away. So that's very exciting. The conversation has rejuvenated my own self. It's brought this greater excitement now. You know, it's always the thrill of the chase, but the chase, you know, is even bigger now.
But it was really good talking to you, Rich.
And I thank you again. It's just so exciting. And, you know, I'm just beaming. I'm ecstatic.
Deep in the Colorado Rockies, Rich Fredert has returned to the Agnus Dei claim with mining partners Richard Kawamoto and Gene Kalman.
You think big things are going to happen. So I'm thinking on that big line of this.
Rich is invigorated by advice from renowned Swedish geologist Peter Lickberg.
Yes, I advise you completely to think for the future and look of similar deposit.
For decades, Peter has been studying two very similar mines that produce vast amounts of topaz along with other quality gemstones.
The conversation has rejuvenated my own self. It's brought this greater excitement now. I may not have even found the largest pocket system yet. This could be really, really big in the future.
Rich's mine, along with the analogous mines in the Ukraine and Finland, have a unique geological structure broken out into several layers of material.
But what we have is a strata above. You can see it from here to about here. This is the outer zone of the pegmatite, and it's made up of microcline feldspar. There's nothing in it. It's just a clue type of rock. Next, we have the pocket area, where we have this quartz to here. All of this area has produced open pockets, one of which is about 8 foot long, 4 foot wide, of large to small. I'll tell you what, this is gonna take some brutal work to move this. We got this tree that slid down with the boulder in the way. It's a lot of quartz to move, and look at, and the topaz is under that. The productive area is back there. Wow.
High atop Mount Antero, the Cardwells, along with mining partner Bill Hutchinson, are back. Missing from the group is excavator operator Tom Petty, who was suddenly called away. So Craig has a surprise.
I'm going to be running the excavator today.
Baby.
So, heads up, guys. I think I'm going to take a chance and give it a whirl.
It's something Craig hasn't attempted in many years.
Go into the wall and pull it back.
Yeah, that was perfect.
This season, they have found bits and pieces of aquamarine, so they believe there must be a pocket in this area. The signs are there. They just have to find the spot.
See that piece of blue right there? Look, Bill. Gosh. I just looked and there it was. Look how pretty that is. Craig's excavating, and I'm looking around, and there's just a little, sitting on the little rock, a piece of aquamarine. It was beautiful. There's got to be a pocket in there.
Come on, baby, pop. That's how it goes in geology. You know, you hit, miss, dive, left, right.
Well, you're definitely digging the right area. Lots of ice.
Flew right in that ice.
They're seeing blue beryl, which means aqua could be just below, but it's all packed in ancient ice.
You know, we're still dealing with permafrost. You know, we've got bands of ice that we're digging through that are just there year-round.
Can't get in anywhere. Just into ice everywhere.
And then, a new and different problem.
Oh, goats. They're walking right up on our work site. That's pretty darn brave right there.
Oh, now they're coming up here?
It's the first time I've ever seen one come up here and, like, while we're working. Put you to work around here, goats. You better beat it.
Oh, that was interesting. Scary, too, at the same time.
They're very aggressive, especially with the babies around. They will roll your butt down the hill.
Go on.
They've never came over this close.
No, right where we're working.
$13,000 feet up Mount White.
I don't know. This is a big rock.
Larry leads the charge to open an aqua pocket before winter shuts the crew down.
Think I can pick this up? There's no telling.
All right, let me have the chisel. Whack-a-matic?
Whack-a-matic is the crew's name for a sledgehammer, which is now needed to bust open the granite.
Let's pull the joint.
We need a big bar and a big whack-a-matic.
Next, they attack the hole with a technique known as double jacking. Larry guides the chisel while Dwayne slams it with a 10-pound sledgehammer. Over the course of 2 seasons on the mountain,
Whack it, man.
Larry has earned Dwayne's highest measure of trust. Next year, he'll work the claim without the boss by his side.
While I'm starting a couple other mining ventures, I'm gonna lease the Blue Rose to Larry for a couple of years. Let my grandson get old enough to take over, and once he turns 18, the Blue Rose will be his.
All right. Nope. I ain't throwing this. Ow.
Oh. Medic!
High up on Mount Antero, the Cardwells think they're getting close to what they've been after all season, a pocket of Colorado aquamarine.
Go, baby, go.
We've got a blue seam running up the trend. So we'll go through the pocket trend, look at the debris, and just do a slow, methodical search today of the rest of the pockets that may or may not have eroded down the hill. This will be my second official day on the excavator, and I'm pretty excited about that. We're gonna get in there and see what we got.
If you can just get one tooth over there.
A little rusty. I think I did all right.
I saw you flip some pegmatite. Let's take a look at it.
Let's see some blue. Come on. More blue.
Back on the summit of Mount White.
I ain't throwing this.
Ow. The one they call Superman finally meets his kryptonite.
Oh, medic.
While he's taking his chances mining barefoot on the Rocky Mountainside, it's his finger that takes the beating.
Pinched it 2 different ways. It's my end of the year present, huh? Your fingers are the worst.
Yep.
Especially that finger. You use that one a lot.
At 13,000 feet, the lack of oxygen makes injuries more debilitating.
Feeling a little lightheaded. Kind of shaky.
I don't know. I got a bad feeling about this.
Me too. It's traveling all through my arm to my hand.
Well, let's just call this good before we end up getting hurt seriously. Not the way I had it planned.
Though Larry's injury isn't serious, it puts an early halt to one of the last prospecting days of the season at high altitude.
I need an aqua pocket real bad. The clock's ticking real loud. Louder than these damn rocks are ticking, and they're ticking good.
Hell of a hole.
Yeah.
At an undisclosed location, Rich Fredard and his crew are digging at a brand new spot in their search for topaz. They're hoping it won't be long before they start seeing a layer of quartz crystals. Then they'll have a better sense that earlier predictions are right and topaz isn't far behind.
How far are you guys going to dig down there?
I don't know. I found a rock. We're in the rocks already.
How'd that happen?
I don't know. That's a peg right there.
It is.
It's the first sign that they're on the right track.
I'm going to see what's behind here as I clear this out. Try to take out the high walls.
Wow.
What's all that?
Hello.
Yeah.
Metal shovels are perfect conductors of electricity, so when lightning strikes nearby, Rich and Richard instinctively drop their tools.
That's a half mile.
That was 3 seconds, so it wasn't quite a mile away.
Ooh, look at that. What do you think? We should go sit this out till this electricity gets out of here?
Probably not a bad idea.
Yeah, all right, let's do it. Yeah, let's get underneath it here.
Yeah.
The weather is just a part of it when you're up in the elevation like this, so see what happens. The only thing I would really get frustrated about, if it rained like this for hours, shuts us down, we'll be shoveling mud instead of gravel. But we got to start on it. I think we're making the right decision to get on the right side of that boulder and hopefully get into some goods before our time's up.
Taro, Craig Cardwell has opened up a promising spot to dig.
Good job, honey.
And right around the corner was the Grady pocket.
Okay.
So it's right on trend.
Okay.
Oh.
And you see the ice. The ice is just now allowing us to get into it.
Come on, Aqua. Show me something. You never know what's behind door number 1 or door number 2. You know, that's why we do this.
Looking like it's opening up.
Give me a scoop of it.
Seeing a lot of the brown pocket dirt.
Look in there.
That could be a good sign because all of the pockets they've hit in this area have had brown pocket clay.
There's an open pocket. Hey, it's looking really good, Tracy.
Woo, look at that one.
Oh, yeah, we're into a smoky pocket. We're starting to see some smokies and all the tall tale signs leading into pockets. Yeah, very nice. Very good color. Nice caramel.
Look at that one.
Oh, that's cool.
That's gorgeous.
Nice little tidbit on the edge, guys.
But they're not mining at 14,000 feet and just hoping for tidbits.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
That's a big crystal.
Wow.
Over on the Agnus Dei claim, the weather is cleared, allowing Rich and the crew to muck further down into the ground. If their predictions hold, they should start hitting a layer of quartz crystals soon.
Wow, we are making some headway. We're getting down there deeper. Oh, that's kind of cool, Gene. Look. See, they're small, but they're actually crystal growth on the quartz.
Oh, there's open space in there.
This is kind of like where it's beginning. We're at the top of it.
That's awesome.
We're just now getting into the second layer. We got through the microcline feldspar layer. Now we're into the quartz. I've been pulling out some big chunks, and that's a pretty thick layer. If the trend is thicker right there, maybe the pocket's bigger. So that's what we hope for. Hey, Gene, we'll muck this out. We'll let you get in here.
Yeah, I think you need to get in there and start finding this topaz.
I'd like to take a look because I'd rather dig the quartz crystals and...
Well, there's plenty of them in here.
And it isn't long before Rich comes across the top of a huge smoky quartz that he feels is best suited to Gene's skills.
Okay, I had enough. You get in here. Gene is known to be very meticulous, so we think she's the best person for this job. Gene's working on this 18-inch to 2-foot smoky quartz crystal. So far, it's looking pretty pristine, pretty dark color. It's a nice specimen. So we're just taking our time. We got a little bit of excitement going on with it. She's been working down there on this thing. We want to see her get it out. Oh, look at, she's pulling it out.
Oh, yeah. Easy now.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's heavy.
Here, let me see that. Oh, Gene. Good job. Look at that.
Nice.
That's a big crystal. That's 20, 25 pounds.
Oh, my God.
This large smoky is yet another indicator that there's still much more to be found at the Agnus Dei, just as Peter Lichtberg predicted.
We didn't know what to expect on the right side of that boulder. It's essentially untouched. It's a virgin area. But the scenario's playing out just like the left side did. So that's very encouraging.
The entire pocket we've hit so far has been zoned, very distinct zoning, which is why they think it's similar to the Ukrainian deposits.
They're awfully big.
I mean,
Gosh, working close to 200 pounds of quartz crystals.
maybe the same zoning is going to happen and we're going to find bigger, more pristine topaz like we did on the other side.
These big honking quartz crystals just keep coming out. They won't give us a break. It's a wonderful problem.
High up on Mount Antero, the Cardwells are seeing signs that they're on the trail to a great pocket.
There's like some
Smoky, we're back into another zone.
Oh.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Yes.
Look at this one. Look at that piece of feldspar.
Here we go, guys.
What's that?
Oh.
That is a crystal.
Soon, it seems there's an endless supply of quality smoky quartz.
Oh, a twin.
That's a twin.
It's a twin.
So all of a sudden, I'm pulling out gorgeous smoky quartz. Look at that one.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
And they just get larger.
Another one.
And larger.
That is huge.
Some of the pieces are $300 to $500 a piece.
They're just coming out.
Smokies often crystallize in the same pockets as aquamarine. So Craig is hoping the Smokies are an indication of better things to come.
Dang, it's like 3 pounds or something.
I love Smokies. They're very cool, but it's not the aqua. If that's all we get today, I'm a happy guy.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I see blue. I see blue. I see blue right there.
Oh, yeah. Yes!
Oh.
We're on the blue, guys.
Back on Mount White, a freezing cloud bank covers the summit, which means winter will soon be closing in, and Dwayne is on borrowed time.
Time for a little Rocky Mountain surgery.
Still down with his injured finger, Larry wasn't able to make it up to the claim, so Dwayne's down a man. He's redirected their mission back to the Blue Rose Pocket one more time to see if there's anything left. Last time at the Blue Rose, Larry and Kenny had to drag Dwayne away.
I don't want to go home.
Do we have to grab you by your belt and yank you out of there like it's coming down on you?
There is a distinct possibility of that. Today, what we're going to try to do is open up the Blue Rose and hopefully get the aquas that I didn't get. I don't know what our worst enemy is right now, whether it's cave-ins or the clock. 'Cause the clock's ticking on us really bad.
You're watching above, right?
Still looking good up top. Just remember, when you get ready to tap the hell out of it, do it gently.
The face of the Blue Rose is incredibly unstable. And since he's without his muscle man Larry, Dwayne's gonna try finesse, which is in Kenny's wheelhouse.
To have to sit there and gently wiggle things apart and rattle it apart piece by piece is frustrating, but it needed to be done with all the collapses we've had, and it was the safest way, being that deep in a hole with that much ledge above you.
All right, if we cave it in, we cave it in, but there's a pocket in there, and we're going to get it out one way or another.
See? Gentle finesse, no slamming.
I know I'm in the face of the mountain. Nobody's been here. This could be fun.
That's a Smoky.
Is it hitting you, too?
That's a crystal. Is that really a crystal, finally?
A fully formed, perfect crystal.
Fully terminated lets us know there is a pocket in there.
Give me my hat. I haven't had this opportunity very often, but...
They're into some promising pocket soil, so Dwayne uses his hat as a makeshift sifter.
Man, if we got any closer to Aqua, we'd be in a jewelry store. Yeah, it just really gave me the impression that we were on to something.
Cardwells think they're onto something big.
Oh, I see blue. I see blue. I see blue. Look at this.
Oh.
Look, it just fell out.
Yes. Jeez, what's that, 20, 30 carats?
Look at that one.
At first, they only thought they were onto a solid smoky quartz pocket.
Oh. I love smokies. They're very cool, but it's not the aqua. That's blue right there.
But now it's the aqua.
Oh, there's another big one.
And the pocket doesn't look like it's ending anytime soon.
Oh, yes. Oh. Oh, yeah!
Tracy is pulling out aquamarines, the likes of which none of them have ever seen before.
My gosh.
Hold that up to the sun. Let's clean
back rolls blue.
Oh, I didn't see that. Holy crap, that is 30, 40 carats.
The large aqua is just the beginning of what could be the biggest aquamarine pocket they've ever discovered.
Look, y'all have got to see. Look in there. Whoa. Look at that.
Back on Mount White, Dwayne found the sign he's been looking for.
Damn!
Kenny just found a tooth-shaped rock that's crowned with aqua.
When I seen that one piece of rock come out, I got a bad case of the nervous.
Damn it, why do I always have to wait till the last minute to do this?
So I'm about over that, so it's about time to get in there and pull them out. It'll take about 10 minutes, and I'll know what kind of day I'm having, or what kind of season I'm having.
Cash money right there. That's a $100 bill.
The aqua they found so far is a massive carat weight, but no crystal structure. To reach the crystal, Dwayne has to probe deeper into the pocket.
Thanks for the wedgie.
You're welcome.
Luckily, it was a small scare, so Dwayne and Kenny keep after it.
Nothing's moving up top. You're good. I'm watching it. All right, now you're getting a little bit.
I know I'm getting a little bit.
There is the aqua.
Come on, man, tell me there's at least one little piece on there. And one of those little pieces looked like it was actually a crystal at one time. Still looks like pocket wall going?
Nope.
Finally, after hours of fruitless digging, the pocket dead ends.
That's it.
Is it?
Yep.
Ordinarily, when you find smokies like that, just a matter of time before the aquas follow. In this case, it was a smoky pocket, and that was it.
Damn it.
I know there's aquas in this area, but if you miss them by 2 feet, you might as well miss them by 2 miles.
I don't think it's done.
To continue prospecting, they'll have to pinpoint and excavate a brand new area, something that could take days.
Question is, do we have time?
Another thing is we're another guy short, and we both know Superman's a man and a half.
We was pushing it today, but it was showing us signs that it was worth pushing it, you know. And then eventually it showed us signs that it ain't worth pushing it. And that's when you got to walk away.
Before leaving the Blue Rose, Dwayne and Kenny have to trigger a massive cave-in that's been threatening them all season.
It's really frustrating to have to step back and knock everything down. I mean, I'd love to walk away and come back another day, but there's other people up here, and we can't leave that risk for other people poking around in places they're not supposed to be.
Don't have to worry about this killing us anymore.
It's the end of the season for Dwayne and Mount White. His plans are to start looking for new digging grounds in less treacherous locations. Next year, he'll be leasing out the Blue Rose to his mining partners.
It's just time to turn it over to them for 2 or 3 years. By then, my grandson will be old enough to take over. And, you know, it doesn't bother me to leave him some aqua up here. And apparently, I've left it all for him.
Back at the Agnus Dei claim, Rich and his crew are looking for the layer of topaz that they believe lies under the earth, as described to Rich by Swedish geologist Peter Lickberg.
Yes, I advise you completely to think for the future and look of similar deposits.
While Rich and Peter talk about the geological layers at the Agnus Dei claim being similar to a famous mine in the Ukraine, Rich is cooking up his own theory on the mineral structure.
Boy, that's just solid quartz all the way down there. I refer it as to a upside-down layered pineapple cake. You got the first level we busted through. We got the cake part pretty much done.
Oh, that's hollow.
Could be a big pocket down there.
Yeah, I know.
When you got a hollow sound like that. Now we're getting into the next layer of the cake, and that's the quartz crystals down there. More of this than meets the eye, I think. And then we got to get into another layer yet, which is the rind, which will be exciting. And hopefully there's a little topaz under it. Lead us on, Crystal, where are we going? And then we get into the fruit. We get into the pineapples. That's the topaz. So you got to look at it like a upside-down cake. So I'm thinking cake today. Topaz.
Yes, it is.
Frickin' topaz.
Over at the Agnus Dei claim, Rich Freddard is on the hunt for more of his world-class sherry-colored topaz.
More of this than meets the eye, I think. That could be a big pocket. Lead us on, Crystal. Where are we going? Topaz.
Yes, it is.
Frickin' topaz. Woo!
Yes.
Just pulled out the first topaz. It's a pink color. Look at that.
Good form on that. And it's got the same
we scored topaz. I didn't think we were gonna.
Oh, man. This is a good one. It's a solid piece.
All right. We got one.
But Rich, of course, doesn't want to stop at just one.
Oh, I got another one. I think. Oh, it is. I got a topaz. I got another one.
What's going on?
Here it comes. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness.
It's a good one.
That is a sweet crystal,
That is
dude.
a big one.
That's nice. It's split in half. It's split in half, see it? Well, it's not a big deal.
That is a big one.
That's nice. Wow.
That is pretty.
And in his excitement, Rich doesn't notice that his digging is creating further dangers.
Hey, Rich, you got to pay attention. That wall's getting a little unstable.
Here comes the wall down, you know, and it's like, doesn't matter, get out of there. This might be a good time to quit. We were going to close it for the season, but I think we're going to go ahead and stick it out now.
Rich is now sure that he wants to return to the Agnus Dei claim before the season is over, because he's found some excellent quality topaz crystals with a promise of more to come.
These are going to go together, feel the edges on it. You know, I'm just going to take a conservative guess, about $3 grand on a topaz. Just goes to show, you know, that big boulder. We could have just looked at that big boulder the first time we came up here and said, oh no, we're done. But we all persevered. We dug on the left side, we scored. That's a monster. And now we're on the right-hand side. I think we're going to score even bigger. So it's like anything else, just don't give up. Good boy. Wish I had his energy.
High up on Mount Antero.
Oh, yes.
The Cardwells are making their way deep into an aquamarine pocket.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
The likes of which none of them have ever seen before.
My gosh.
Hold that up to the sun.
Look, y'all have got to see. Look in there.
Suddenly, they realize this could be the biggest aqua pocket of their career.
I got to get all this glue out. It was just like in a little pocket down there. And they were huge.
Easy, don't step through it. There you go. Perfect.
Look how big they are. Look at that. Oh,
Look at that.
look.
Wow. What a pocket.
There's blue everywhere.
I've never seen anything like it.
Look how big they are. Look at that. Oh, my God. Some people don't ever see that in their whole lifetime. So this one's very special. Look.
Blue.
Look.
Yes.
Look. Ah!
Yes. Oh, my God.
Give me one. Come on, pull.
Oh, here's one. Look.
A toast. Unbelievable. A toast, my friend.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. She's down there. She's making it happen. And there it is. 1, 2, 3.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
They really tapped into one of the biggest pockets I've ever been involved with.
Oh, my God. To find something like that, it's just... Look.
Handfuls, baby. The reality sets in. We're in the pocket. Yes!
I'm gonna cry. Look, there's 2 more.
Once they finally dig everything out, they'll have to have it appraised. At this point, they do know the value is in the hundreds of thousands of dollars.
All right, what we got here?
We got tons of aqua, tons of large smokies, and this pegmatite is still going.
Wow, look at that. I don't know. What do you think, 100-gram pocket?
Something like that.
We're there.
We'll know better once we clean them.
It really hasn't sunk in yet.
A great day.
It's been a wonderful day.
It's key to have inventory, and guess what? We got some inventory. We got some of the world's finest inventory.
Dude, man.
That's a good one.
Great day.
Such a phenomenal pocket needs a name, and Craig does not take long to come to a decision, and that is to name it after his ailing father, Tommy, who's in treatment back in Texas.
We're going with the Tommy pocket on the big find. That's for Dad. We love you, Pop. It's a special thing for our family.